Hey, can I do some promotional
tell me about
activity?
Your book. Tell me what it's called. What is it?
This book is called Mentors, and actually, I read bits of it again because I knew I was coming here, and I think it's actually pretty good.
Awesome.
I wrote quite a lot about Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
You really love it, huh?
Yeah, I do. My writing is not from you'll understand, not from a technical perspective. I'm not saying this is what I've got to say on open guard
Right.
to transition. I'm talking about how the psychological impact that it's had on me, and also in there about like the protocols of going to a group, which as a beginner are very relevant. Like you touched on how ritualized it is. I got a hunch that the more we emulate and connect to original ways of human behavior, whether that's dietary or hierarchies or organisation of groups, I feel that we will feel a sense of greater connection. Now, the thing I got from going to MBJJ classes, Genesis, where I go back in England, is like that all the white belts get changed at one end of the room, the purple belts and above get changed at the other end of the room, which coincidentally or not is where the control for the timer is and the control for the music is and where the kit is. That's all up that room, so end of the room. So all the control is that end. But it begins with sort of dancing around in a circle, doing all of those various exercises. Now lift your knees, now do the shrimping and that kind of stuff. It's that a lower belt shouldn't invite a higher belt to spar or roll, it's and like as you say, the amount of respect, the bowing, the handshaking at the end of it. It's so sort of, it provides such a safe environment in which to deal with the primal. I can see why it's valuable, and it's I should have been taught that shit when I was 14, 13, as mandatorily, so that I didn't come across it. You're not going to be setting fire to fields and allotments and putting frogs on fireworks if you've got a way of dealing with that primal energy when it's coming.
Some people that don't understand that think that you should suppress it somehow. You should just ignore it or suppress it. They don't understand that for men, it really, for a biological male, it really needs to be tackled head on. I mean, you really need to embrace what it is to be a physical male, and it frees you in a lot of ways.
Do you think this might be a comparable moment to in the 1960s when there was a sort of a sense of sexual repression versus sexual free love? The images of Woodstock and flowers in their hair and smoking joints and having sort of sex outdoors in mud or possibly wheat. That this time of like a kind of an anger about maleness, and maleness may not, as you said, it may be a biological male, but it could be the energy of, I don't know, assertion or whatever. These as in grammar, male and female relate to certain words, as in French grammar where, I don't know, cat is female and dog is male. I don't know the system, I don't speak French, but I'm saying that we have labelled these energies, and it does seem that there is a particular, what do I want to say, a condemnation of male energy. Do you think it comes from a misunderstanding?
Yeah, and I also think it comes from a big generalization too.
Yeah,
it's easy to do, right? And if you're a woman who's had negative experiences with men, maybe you've dated men that have been physically abusive, or maybe you've known men that have been physically abusive, and you're around that, and you just it's very convenient and very easy to just generalize and decide that all men are negative, and that masculine energy is negative, and especially white males. And if you say that, you'll get props online. People go, yes, girl, yes, clap, clap, clap. People get excited. But those are also people that are short-sighted. Like, you want to make as many people your ally as you can. You want to make as many people your friend as you can. And you have to understand that there's some people that are just wired different than you. There's some girly girls, and there's some really feminine men. And then there's some masculine men, but everybody is okay as long as they respect you and they're kind to each other. But the problem is we associate certain behaviors and characteristics with either negativity or hedonism or toxic masculinity or someone being a bitch as a man. And these generalizations are often way more harmful, and it's just too convenient and easy and lazy.